Good morning, futures traders. Today is Thursday, March 26th. The time 9:29. Trading NASDAQ open today using Praedox Sentinel. You can see we just had a market open prediction of down on the print. We have about 50 seconds. Down would make sense. We are at this pivot point here. We are near the value area high. We are in an up fib situation. We have not had a retrace at all. But it does look like it pulled back to the 28.6 already. So it may be extending the move before it heads back down. So we have about 10 seconds here.
Order filled. Order canceled. Order canceled.
And that's it. Done. Okay. So let's take a look. Here's what we did on the group. Let me walk you through that trade. So we did have a market open prediction down. We were heading up with some strong buying volume here, heading to the 0% fib. Took the short at the value area high right here because, again, we were at a pivot point here of resistance. We had the value area high as resistance. The 0% indeed did act as resistance earlier, so we did look for that as well. And we took the short right below the value area high. And then you saw the trade, how that worked out. So that's the manual side of the house. Let's see if we get any automated trade going on here. So we'll turn that on. Doesn't look like we are. That was a pretty big bar, 248 ticks right there. So while we're waiting, let's take a look at the report and see how we did. Okay, you can see here, we took the short. We had a 91% efficiency rate, so we got about 91 ticks out of a 100 tick move, which was great. It went against us about 30 ticks. You can see what was suppressed earlier by the Fibonacci level, so selling into support or resistance. The system will help you with that. So good morning on the manual side. We'll just wait and see what happens. So I'll pause the video until we get into a trade. Okay, so we're having some pretty large bars this morning. Let's make this chart a little bigger on the automation side here so you can see we have very large bars. This was 171 ticks here. We are in a deep retracement right now, heading towards the 78.6. You can see this literally hit the 78.6 to the tick. So let's see if we bounce off of that. Several of our traders are reporting their profits in for the day. So again, you can see we hit it again pretty much close to the tick on the 78.6. So again, we'll pause the video until we can see if we can get into a trade here. It's another large bar. That's 75 ticks. That's not bad. So we're in the golden zone here. So if you're a manual trader trading fib levels, this is probably a good time to put a stop order in right at the 61.8 level. Again, we'll pause the video until we get into some automation. So you can see, indeed, this would have been a good long position to take at the 61.8. We did bounce. Now looks like we're heading back down again, but you can see that would have been a good trade if you trade fib levels. So again, we're still waiting. 95 ticks that bar is. Okay, one of the things we have added to version 3.5 is the high volume nodes. You can see here, we have our upper, our mid, and our lower. You can see we did have some high volume confluence with the 65% level here. So again, if you were to trade the volume profiles, you would place a trade on a bullish price movement above this level right here. But again, we have some pretty wicky bars going on right now. So we're just going to keep our filters on and just wait for the good setup. So you do notice here, golden area, London low, high volume node, and it's just bounced right off of that. So confluence, confluence, confluence. So again, if you're a manual trader, you would see this and take advantage of taking it going long right around this level. And you could see it has been doing quite well. We would have been done for the day on this one. Again, still pretty wicky. Don't really like this price action, so the filters will just keep us out of bad trades. So again, going to pause the video until we get a good setup. Again, some high volume confluence, high volume node confluence here. Again, we're at the 65 fib level. Now we're in a deep retracement. Again, we hit the 78.6 again. It looks like it's trying to break through, but it keeps bouncing off of it. So we know that's a pretty strong area. If you look to the left of your chart, you can see that here. It's been there for a while. And here is the value area low right here. So you can see that's acting as very good support at the moment. And you can see it was like this earlier as well. Okay, there we go. We're breaking through that now. So we may be heading down a little bit here. So see what's below us. Could be flipping the fibs now to down with a breakout possibly. Okay, the Fibonacci did automatically flip to the downside now. So from here to here. So now these areas are going to act as resistance up here. Possibly going to get into a value shift here if we close above here with bullish price action, but the bar might be too large. Again, you can see we bounced off of here but it's not going to close above that area there. And it was 142 ticks, so nothing there. Again, if you're a fib trader, you can see we do have the 38.2 and the high volume node right there in confluence here. Because again, these are real time. They change live. They look for the high volume nodes live with confluence of the fibs, as you can see here. So again, there's a wick rejection here. Possible. If it heads down, we'll be in a high volume node confluence to the downside. We do have a possible value shift long here.
Order filled.
We need to get to break even. There we are. We hit our first and we hit both of our targets. We are done. On the automation side, all we need to do is take one good one, a couple $100. Let's not get greedy. So you can see patience persevered. We did take advantage of a mean reversion trade, which is the value shift, which is basically coming from below the value area low, closing in bullish price formation on the above the value area low. And you can see we took the value shift straight up there. So that's it, folks. We had a good day on the manual side as well as the automated side. So we are done for the day. You can see our folks are starting to report in on their wins. This is me here. So If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to leave a comment, shoot me a message on Discord, send me an email. Happy to respond. If you would like more information on Praedox Sentinel, please visit praedox.com, Praedox.com. Join our Discord. It's free. You can get to it right from the website. You can ask any of the questions for traders. I'm there. We have all of our Praedox family there. You can ask them questions on how they're doing. We do post losses as well as wins. We are very transparent in that because we do know we have losing days. Again, this is not a set and forget strategy. It's your trader's assistant. You can see I kept it in auto mode for the morning, but I'm sitting right in front of the charts. As always, if you're enjoying the content, please do like and subscribe. Have a great day, and we'll be back at it tomorrow.